So let us see what is least distance between a real object and real image formed by convex lens. Suppose this is a convex lens, principal axis, and suppose this is object and its image is formed somewhere here. It is real image, and suppose I take this image on the screen. So I put a screen here and see image on the screen. Now if distance between this object and this real image is d, let us take this distance as x, object distance from the lens. This is optical center or c, and this distance is v, so this will be d minus x, because total distance is d and this is x, so this will be d minus x. If I use lens formula, then here u is negative and u is equal to x, so here u is minus x, minus because I have to take object distance in this direction, so it is negative, image distance in this direction, it is positive, and v is d minus x. So if I use lens formula, it is 1 upon f equal to 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. So 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon d minus x minus 1 upon minus x. 1 upon f is equal to, this is 1 upon d minus x plus 1 upon x. Now if you take LCM, so it is 1 upon f is equal to x plus d minus x divided by x into d minus x. Now this x cancel. If you multiply these two, it will be f into d is equal to dx minus x square, or x square minus dx plus f into d is equal to 0. So this is quadratic equation in x. For root to be real, in case of quadratic equation, discriminant should be either equal to 0 or more than 0. What will be discriminant here? In quadratic equation, you know, ax square minus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is a kind of quadratic equation. So what is discriminant? It is b square minus 4ac. This is called discriminant. B is coefficient of x, a is coefficient of x square, and c is this constant. So this is c, this is coefficient of x, and 1 is coefficient of x square. So at place of a we have to write 1, at place of b we have to write d, and at place of c we have to write this. So discriminant in this case will be under root d square minus 4a, that is 1 into c, f into d. Now this is discriminant of this equation. Roots for x will be real if discriminant is equal to 0 or more than 0. So for x to be real, this should be either 0 or more than 0. For x to be real, this discriminant should be either equal to 0 or more than 0. Now squaring both sides, d square minus 4 fd should be greater than equal to 0. Adding 4 fd on both sides, so d square minus 4 fd plus 4 fd greater than equal to 0 plus 4 FD, because here I added 4 FD on both sides, so this is cancelled. So D square should be equal to or greater than 4 FD. D cancel, so D should be equal to greater than 4F. What is D here? It is distance between real object and real image. So distance between real object and real image should be either equal to 4F, F is focal length of this lens, or greater than this. So what is minimum distance? This. So D will be minimum if you take equal sign here. So minimum distance between real image and real object should be equal to 4F. It means if distance between object and screen is lesser than 4 times focal length, then for any position of lens you're not going to get image of this object on the screen. So whenever you want to take image of an object on a screen by convex lens, then first you should ensure that distance between object and screen is either 4F or more than 4F. Only then you can get image of this object on the screen. Otherwise image will not be formed. So minimum distance between real object, real image is 4F. So remember this result. Now how to find focal length of convex lens by displacement method. This is an experiment which we generally use in lab to find focal length of a convex lens. So focal length of convex lens by displacement method. Focal length of convex lens by displacement method. Suppose this is a convex lens. This is a principal axis. So actually it is optical bench on which convex lens is kept here. An object is kept here. So this is position of object. And let this be position of screen where we have to find image. So this is a screen or position of image, you can say. Now you should ensure first that minimum distance between object and a screen should be 4F. So if you keep this distance equal to 4F, you're going to get one position of lens when you will see that this lens is forming image of this object on the screen. But if distance between object and a screen is more than 4F, then you will be getting two position of lens. Suppose first position is here, then second position will be somewhere here. So there will be two position of lens, and this lens will form real image of this object on the screen. So I am supposing that a distance between this object and a screen is more than 4F, and let this distance be D. And this D is more than 4F. So we are going to get two position. Let this is first position of lens. When we get image of this object on the screen, a real image. So you are going to get a real image, the ray which is parallel to principal axis will pass through focus and finally reach to screen at this point. The ray which is going through optical center goes undeviated and meet this way on the screen at this point. So here we going to get image. So this is position of image on the screen. Let this image is I1. Now if you take this distance as u, then this distance will be v, image distance. So from this observation we can say u plus v is equal to d. So one relation you can write, d is equal to u plus v. This we can write. Now if you shift lens so that v becomes u and u becomes v, means these two get interchanged, then again you will see that image of this real object is formed on the screen. Suppose I change position of lens from here to somewhere here. Suppose I put lens here. I move lens at second position without changing position of object and screen. Screen and object are at their original position. This is position of object. Earlier object was here. In second case also object is at same position, screen is at same position. So there is no change in position of screen, in position of object. So even now distance between object and screen will be capital D. But here lens I displace from this position to this position. Suppose distance between first position and second position is small d. It means I displace my lens from here to here, d distance away from the object, and by doing so I get now this distance equal to u. U was object distance in first case, now it becomes image distance from lens in second case. So now this distance, image distance v prime is equal to u. I shifted lens in such way so that u and v get interchanged. So this distance is now v. And again this lens will be forming image on the screen, in same way. Suppose the ray which is parallel to principal axis, though it should be solid ray, just to make you clear I am making it dotted ray, but it should be solid. It will go through focus. Focus is somewhere here, so it will go like this, and the ray that is passing through optical center goes undeviated. So this is image from the screen, second case. This is I2. In this case, by looking you can see v in second case is lesser than v in first case. So magnification in this case will be lesser than magnification in this case. So in second case here in my diagram you are going to see smaller image, in first case you are going to see larger image. Now if you see this distance is u from first case, this distance is d, small d, and this distance is again equal to u. So u, d, u. If I add these three distances, I get d. So d is also equal to u plus d plus u, or 2u. So u I got is d minus d by 2. This is my u, this u. Now if I put at place of u in this u, I replace by d minus d by 2, then I get v in terms of capital D and small d. See how? At place of u I am writing this d minus d by 2 plus v. I'm moving this on this side. So it is d minus d by 2 is equal to v. Open the bracket. So it is d minus d by 2 plus d by 2 is equal to v. D minus d by 2 is d by 2. So it is d by 2 plus d by 2 is equal to v. Or we can write v equal to d plus d by 2. So this is my v. Now if I consider first case, I know u, I know v in terms of capital D and small d. So I can find focal length of this lens by using thin lens formula. See how? By using thin lens formula I can write 1 upon v minus 1 upon u is 1 upon f. Here u is negative, v is positive. So at place of v we have to write this d plus d by 2. So 2 will go up, d plus d minus 1 upon minus u, because u should be negative, and at place of u you can write this. So it is d minus d by 2. So 2 will go up, is 1 upon f. So it is 2 upon d minus d plus 2 upon d minus d is equal to 1 upon f. Now if you take LCM of this, take 2 common. So it is d minus d plus d upon this into this, that is d square minus a small d square is 1 by f. Now small d get cancelled. So 2 capital D upon d square minus a small d square is equal to 1 upon, sorry, here 2 capital D this and to this, so 2 more is equal to 1 upon f. So from here I can write f is equal to reciprocated. So f will be equal to d square minus d square divided by 4 capital D. So this is formula for focal length. Now here you have to put only numerical values because sign I have considered already. So capital D square minus small d square upon 4 capital D is focal length. Capital D is distance between object and image, that is a screen. This we can measure by scale. And small d is distance between first position of lens and second position of lens. So how much distance I have displaced, this we can measure by using scale. So small d capital D we can measure by doing practical, and then we can use this formula to find focal length of a convex lens. Now you know, in first case image formed is larger. If I take this as a first case, then image is larger, and in second case image is smaller. If you take this as a first case, then this will be as a second case. So in one case image is larger, in other case image is smaller. So magnification in both cases are not equal. So we can write formula for magnification in both cases. See, magnification is v by u in first case. Let it be m1. So what I can write? It is v by u is equal to I1 size of image, numerical value, upon size of object. Because here u is negative, v is positive, here I1 will be negative, O will be positive, so negative of this get cancelled. So m1 is equal to this I can write. m2, magnification in second case. In second case v is equal to u and u is equal to v. So magnification will be u upon v. Here v is negative, u is positive, and this is I2 upon O, because object is same for both. This is negative, so negative becomes positive. So this is my magnification. If you see only this part, then I can write I1 upon O is equal to V into I2 upon O is equal to V by U into U by V. So V cancel, U cancel, we get 1. It means I1 into I2 upon O square is equal to 1. So O square is equal to I1 I2. O is equal to under root of I1 I2. This is relation between size of object and size of image in first position and size of image in second position. Suppose in first position size of image is 9 centimeter, in second position size of image is 4 centimeter. Then what is size of object? We can find 9 into 4, 36, square root 6. So size of object will be 6 centimeter, millimeter, whatever unit is given. So this is the formula which relate size of image in first position, size of image in second position, and size of object. O is size of object, I1 is size of image at first position of lens, I2 is size of image at second position of image. And here you have to put only numerical value of size of images because sign already considered in this equation. So one important result, this is also very important result. So many times question asked on it, using this formula you can solve that question. So what are the important formula that we have derived? First, focal length, that is d square minus small d square upon 4 capital D. Second important formula is size of object is equal to under root of size of image at first position of lens into size of image at second position of lens. Then object distance U, that is d minus d upon 2, image distance d plus d by 2, this we know. So these 4 important relation we derived till now. Relation between M1, M2 and F. See, M1 is V by U, and that is D plus D by 2 divided by D minus D by 2. So by 2 will go up, this is cancelled. So it is D plus D by 2 upon, D plus D upon D minus D. M2. It is U upon V. So D minus D by 2 upon D plus D by 2. This is cancelled. Now if I subtract M2 from M1, then it is D plus D upon D minus D minus D minus D upon D plus D. This we have to write. From here M1 D plus D upon D minus D, M2 D minus D upon D plus D. I subtracting M2 from M1. Now see, if I multiply this into this into this, then it become D plus D whole square minus D minus D whole square whole divided by D square minus D square. Now open these two. So it is D square plus 2 D minus D square plus D square minus 2 D upon D square minus D square. Now if you open this bracket, then sign get changed. So this will be D square plus D square plus 2D minus D square plus 2D upon D square minus D square. Now this D square cancel, this D cancel, and these two get added. So what we got? M1 minus M2 is equal to 4D divided by D square minus D square. That is what left. And if you see this much from first relation, it is 1 upon F. it is 1 upon f. So m1 minus m2 is d upon f. So this is one more important relation should remember. m1 minus m2 is d divided by f. So this is one more important relation. So these are the important relation you should remember. These are related with displacement method, focal length of convex lens by displacement method. So these are the four expressions, important expression that you should remember.